All right, everybody. First of all, thanks for coming. This is Big J Knives and Boston Blade Reviews world premiere of the what is it? Happy Hour live chat. We're calling it. So,
Yep.
want to welcome everyone aboard. Um, right now, what we're really doing, Boston Blade Reviews is about 900. Where are you at right now? How
I
many?
think I think about 995, right around through there, 995.
So he's 5 subscribers away from hitting 1,000, guys, and we pour a lot into this. And this whole idea of going live was his idea. I wouldn't have ever done this if he wouldn't have just thrown it out there and been like, "Hey, man, is there any way at all we can do this? We can try it." And so I got my son trying to hook us up, and we finally figured something out. And we did a little test run. What was that, like a week ago?
About a week ago, yeah. Yep. That was
And
about.
everyone just came in and started blowing the chat up. So we're like, hey, they must like it. So what we'll do is try to make this, and we'll try to schedule it and let everyone know when we're going to do these, and even have guests on in the future. There's a few that we have spoken about, and I've actually tried to start talking to one person about. So if he's on here, I'm sure he knows who he is. The New Jersey knife god himself. So
He's awesome.
yeah, he is. He is something else.
He's a guy.
So what I want to do is I want to kind of everyone to learn a little more about Boston Blade Reviews and let everyone know that it just isn't buck knives on his end of the table. It's he's got all kinds of knives. He's got Rosecraft. He's got Civivi, Spyderco. He's got a goddamn $300 Benchmade. So he's got a very diverse collection on top of that huge buck collection. So, what I want to know is what age were you when you first seen a knife and got that automatic bug? Like, hey, man, I seen that dude with a knife and I've got to have one.
So to be honest, that's actually funny. That's a tricky question because I didn't. I mean, I started collecting not too long ago. It really wasn't too long ago that I started collecting knives. But before collecting knives, I had it was like a cheap Walmart knife,
Yeah,
and I don't know, there was something about it that's like I always just wanted to carry a knife on me because it's good for so many different things. It really is. I mean, I always use the phrase like where I say or I say if you're ever in an accident and you got to cut your
yeah,
seat, that's a big one. But EDC and everyday tasks and it's just so many things you can use a knife for. But to answer your question, yeah. So I was, you know, I, I don't even know, but I had a cheap Walmart knife, and that's what basically. And then I started talking to a guy on YouTube, Tristan Barnett.
yeah. He is talented.
He is very, very talented. He goes by his real name, so I'm not throwing anyone's away.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes by that, but I started talking to him about 3 years ago, maybe, and he does videos. He's on YouTube. Check him out if you guys can. Tristan Barnett.
Yes. Please go do it.
Yeah, he really is. He makes knives. He'll fix your knife for you. He actually puts stag handles on like buck 119s. Uh, real quick, but you guys all seen the 119. I'm just trying to say that he'll put all stag right here for you, and check him out. He's just a really really good guy that does really good work. But I started talking to him about 3 years ago, and he has a huge collection of buck knives. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say that he has more buck knives than me. And I'm just saying this, he does, and he doesn't display them like I do,
Yeah.
but he has a whole bunch. And he was like, you should get something going on YouTube, and that's we slowly, slowly but surely, I started throwing up a little bit of content, and then it builds up, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. So what age were you? Were you like younger, like teenager or 9, 10?
I mean, no, I had a knife at like I would say I started carrying a knife at about 15, 16.
Okay.
That's probably when I started carrying a knife, 15, 16. And then I didn't really start collecting knives till I would say, you know, just about 3 or 4, 3 years ago, really.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's to be, yeah. I really didn't. I didn't start really collecting them until about 3 years ago. Then I really got into the hobby.
I'd say you did for only 3 years. To amass what you have in a 3 year period is pretty impressive. Like that's like you just don't. And I told this to I said this last week, but I've told everybody I've not seen a collection displayed like that of a specific brand like that. So it's good to see, because a lot of people don't realize what Buck is doing now with the super steel. If
Nope.
guys, if you haven't seen New Jersey Knife God's new video of that damn Buck one, what is that, a 110 he got? I mean, they're going out above and beyond the spectrum here and really competing with these top end companies like
Yes.
Spyderco and Benchmade, and they're doing a good job.
Yeah, when people, I think not everybody, and I'm just saying, but certain people, because I've had comments and things
Oh
like,
yeah,
but when people think of Buck, I think they just think of the original Buck 110 or the Buck 112.
yeah,
That's okay. Maybe that's the last knife that they've seen from Buck. But Buck is doing some big things. Like you were just saying, Jersey Knife Guy, that 110 that he just got, man, I'm jealous of that one. That is a beautiful.
it's
If
insane.
if you guys want to see a nice Buck 110, go over and check out Jersey Knife Guy. That's his channel, Jersey Knife Guy. He's got a beautiful 110 that he just had custom made. But yeah, they're using they're using premium steels now. They're using S45 VN, a lot of S30 VN.
Yeah,
They just did the Magna Cut as well.
yeah. I got one knife in Magna Cut, but I haven't used it, so I don't know what kind of edge retention it holds or anything. Did you get one of the Magna Cut ones? And I know I've already asked you that.
No, unfortunately, I wasn't able to. It was that was kind of a limited,
Yeah,
and I wasn't able to. I'm gonna be looking around though to see, because usually you can find
yeah,
them on the secondary market and things like that.
yeah,
Um,
for $100 more.
for $100 more, exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but I did watch a video just yesterday. I'm trying to think who it was that did it. He did a video, and he was testing the Magna Cut of the Buck knife.
Mhm.
If it comes to me, was it Gerbs? Maybe Gerbs did it.
I don't know. I actually would just talk to Jerz before I got on here. I was emailing him back and forth. I'm going to try to get something across the border to him. So
Yeah, I
see
can't.
if it works out.
It comes to
But
me. Yeah,
yeah, he
but
does
no,
a lot. He does a lot of like outdoor stuff and things like that. So I'm trying to catch up on his content, and it's just hard to watch everything you want to, man.
it
It's
is.
crazy. Let me ask you, and I may have already asked you this, and this might be tied into. I mean, it was pretty much just Tristan and his videos. There wasn't anyone in your neighborhood where you're like, yeah, there's a tough guy. He's got that Buck 110 on his belt, because everyone that I lived around back home
Yep.
either had a Buck 110 on their belt or a Case folding hunter on their
Right.
belt.
Right. I did have people. I've had some certain family members.
Mhm.
I'll say that certain family members, they carried a buck knife, Buck 110. That
Yeah,
was what they carried. And I have had family members that carry the Buck 110. But no, it was more so just me. When I first got into collecting, like I said, it was about 3 years ago. It was Tristan that was always showing off
yeah,
his, and yeah, that was like, man, that's a great company, and that's when I jumped on them, and I
yeah.
really collected them, you know.
Cool. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I know Buck appreciates it because they're getting a lot of advertising from your channel.
I'm telling you, yep,
And
yep.
sometimes I'm like, I use this stuff a lot, but I don't hear anything from these people. But
I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah, you actually already answered my next question, which was, at what point did you say I'm going to start buying these things and really amassing a good collection? But I mean, you've pretty much answered that the last 3 years.
I'd say about 3 years. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'd say about 3 years.
Now here's when we find Boston Blade reviews out and about down at the bodega, or just running through the Wawa or whatever you're doing out there. What is Boston Blade review carrying? Like, what's he got on him?
So I was going to surprise you with that. Actually,
Oh yeah,
I do carry a buck knife. I do. I switch through my EDCs. I rotate through them.
yeah,
This one right here is a good EDC. I'm gonna answer your question in a minute, but this one right
Okay.
here, how's that with the lighting?
Oh yeah. So that's the what that
The Slim Pro.
Slim Pro
Yep. So
S30V.
yes, it is. Yeah. So that's the Buck TRX Slim Pro.
Yes.
And I actually did a video on this knife. This is a great, great EDC. Really, it is because it's
Yeah.
slim. Trying to get the slimness in there.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
you have the slimness, but at the same time, you have that durability with that G10
Yes.
and that back lock. You know, so that back lock adds a lot of. I love the back lock.
Yeah.
I just feel real secure with that lock. But yeah, the Buck TRX Slim Pro is a great knife. But to answer your question, what I find myself most carrying is actually it's not even a Buck knife. Where's my knives? What did I do with it? Give me
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
1 second.
Dude, I want to thank everybody for hopping on. We got like 20 people on here, and it looks like the chats are very active. We got Jersey, we got Tom Weingart. I see Knife Delights in here. We got EI Cap Addict, North Star Knife Knife Reviews. I get wound up. I can't talk.
No, and I want to say the same thing. Really, I could hear you. Thank you guys for joining us. That really is a lot, and I know it means a lot to Big J, and it means a lot to myself too.
Definitely.
We really I greatly appreciate it. I didn't even realize the last time we did a video, it was just a trial run.
Yeah.
And it was Jersey Knife Guy, Jerbs, those guys popping up, and that was so we really appreciate you coming in. But yeah, no, it's actually I can't find it right now. I use it every day. It's probably in the other room, but it's actually the Spyderco.
Yeah.
Para 3. This is the lightweight right here. Yep, he's got it. He's got it. Yep. This is the lightweight. I carry this exact same knife just in the G10, and you guys know the G10 version of it. But this is the knife that I carry, and I carry this one a lot too. The lightweight. If I'm using, if I'm got gym shorts on or whatever, Sunday carry. But the Para 3 is I'm gonna say it's been my go-to.
Yeah.
Do
you like the forward finger choil as much as I do, like being able to choke up? Because that's what I really like, because I don't know, I just like being close to the blade and feeling a lot of what I'm cutting and things. And it seems like I can use the blade better.
100%. 100%. You feel like you just get more, whatever you're doing. I mean, for myself, what I'm usually doing at work is I'm just cutting, like rope. There'll be rope that I have to cut, and you get your finger right on there and go right through it. But that forward finger choil really does it. It gives you that. You just feel, like you said, you can feel it when you're cutting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it. The Spyderco Para 3. I haven't tried the Para 2. For me, it's just a little bit longer of a blade.
Yeah.
But this size right here fits my needs real good.
I was going to actually, we're on the whole finger, like a knife like this, like the Osborne. If you look, your hand's all the way back here. We're on a Spyderco. You're up there. You're up there on it.
You're up close on it. Up. Another thing I like about the Para 3, I just want to throw out there, is the ease of using. Spyderco, that hole. For me, I wear work gloves, because what I do, I got to wear work gloves. I'm in a truck, but when I get off the truck, I got to load and unload. And that is so easy to deploy with that hole, even with gloves on. It really is. I mean, it goes right out there, and just easy deployment. And then with the compression lock.
Yeah.
It closes right up. You know what I mean? So you don't have to really fidget around. It just, closes right up for you. So the Para 3 I go to.
Do you do any EDC stuff, like lights, EDC pouches, lighters, multi-tools, or anything like that? Or are you into that game as well?
Yeah, the Leatherman.
Okay.
A Leatherman. So I have a Leatherman every day with me on the job. And that's just because of, sometimes the places that I go to when I'm doing pickups, there'll be something wrong that I have to fix. It's on me to fix it. So wherever I pick up things out of these big sheds, okay, and sometimes the doorknobs, they need to be adjusted. You got to fix this has gone wrong. So I Phillips in my flathead and you know, the little saw on there, whatever, you know. So it just the Leatherman works really good along with a knife, along with a, you know, a EDC knife.
I got the Leatherman Sidekick because my boys lost 2 Leathermans in a row, borrowing them to go fishing. So my youngest, a few years ago, after my oldest had moved away, my youngest got me that Leatherman Sidekick for feeling bad because they had lost 2 in a row, and he got it for me for Christmas. And man, it's got the external knife on it, so you can just EDC open that and it locks. I love it. It's great for me and for what I need, and I kind of know what you do for, you know, for your career, and you probably got to have a little bit of mechanical aptitude as well with, and having something like that on you, whether it's a hose clamp or something easy you can just fix real quick without getting like a professional out there on the job for you.
Get a professional out there, it's going to cost you.
Oh yeah.
Just happened to one of my guys, just a guy that I worked with the other day, you know, he ended up getting, he got stuck and he needed to have someone come out and DOT involved or whatever. Hey, real quick, funny, you know where the Spyderco G10 was right in my pocket.
Well, that's where it's supposed to be.
That's where it's supposed to be, right?
That's where it's supposed to be, man. 22 people in here. Jersey Knife Guy's holding the chat down for us. I appreciate that, Pete. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jersey. Awesome knife, by the way, Jersey. That 110, man. I know we already talked about
it. It's crazy. Now I was going to ask. Now you said last week that the Duke was your Grail, right? The Duke was like one of your Grail knives. What is next on your list that's going to compete with that? Like, what is the future Grail for you to go and say, hey, I got to get this one?
So what I want to do is I would love, that's the Duke, the 500 Duke. Yeah, that's the Grail knife. But what I would love.
I'm sure Knife Delights loves that one. I know he was in here.
Is he in here?
He was a second ago, so I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
He loves the bucks. Yeah.
So what I'm looking to do is actually have a custom, what Jersey Knife Guy did.
Okay.
So yeah. What I'm looking to do is go on to, you know, you can go right on the Buck's website for those of you guys that don't know. But if you guys go right on Buck's website, there's a custom knife shop, and you can actually pick out all of your own materials of that knife. They do the 110, they do the 112. So my favorite between the 110 and the 112 is a 112.
Yeah.
I don't know, that 3-inch blade is perfect for me, for what I need, you know, to do. The 110 is a great knife, not taking anything away from it at all, but just the 112. But anyways, I'm getting off track. But yeah, I want to go onto their custom shop, and I want to just customize my own 110, just like Jersey Knife Guy did.
Yeah. What handle material do you want?
I'm thinking if, you know, maybe some stag, but if not stag.
Oh, yeah, you're talking my speed right there.
Yeah, something, you know, I got this little 501 in stag.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, they do a great job with their stag. So, you know, if not stag, I would like to see, and I don't think they do this, but I would love to get that handle material the Jersey Knife Guy just got.
Yeah, the way he explained it, it's like some type of paper. So I'm guessing it would be similar to micarta, but not really micarta, but you know.
But on that, I think on that same level.
Yeah. Yes. That man-made stuff, it's probably really durable and probably, you know, micarta, you can really beat on that stuff, and you can sand it to get like blemishes and stuff out, or you can shine it up. There's different things you can do to micarta that people do. That's, I mean, hell, they'll file grip into it and everything.
So yeah, so on this this is a pre-86 Buck Duke 500. So this is, you know, pre-86. This is micarta here. Can you guys see that okay?
I can't. Yeah. There you go.
You know, but anyways, this is like a it's just a beautiful color. Like I want to say maroon, kind of a maroonish color.
Yeah.
The way that they did that, my Carter back in the day, man. To me, that's just. But yeah, my Carter. I love my Carter. That's on my grill knife right there.
Pete says that you can get the one that he got directly from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So you
Okay.
don't have to. I don't think you have to go on the custom shop. And Pete, get in the comments and let us know. The way I'm hearing it is that you can just order it like that directly from SMKW. So
Oh, so
that helps.
that does help. And I know it's an expensive knife too. That's
Yeah.
not. I think it's like $300 or three something or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it had like something on the blade of it, like limited production or something of the sort.
Yeah. What it probably had was limited edition.
Yes.
A lot of them have limited edition. Yep. Yep.
Now let me ask you, since we're on that topic, do you like billboarding on blades, like stuff written on the blade? Like I got this little buck mini trapper,
Yep.
and it's got that rodeo one. You know,
Yep.
do you like billboarding like that on blades? Because I don't, and I don't know why.
Personally, I don't.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't. Is there anything wrong with it? No, just
No, yeah.
But the only billboarding that I would do, I think, on a blade is if not even. I was gonna say on my custom buck 112, maybe put my initials or something like that.
Yeah.
But
or children's, maybe something with you. That wouldn't be bad because that's sentimental, and you can hand it down, and maybe they hand it down to their child. Stuff like
yeah,
that wouldn't be bad.
exactly, and that's something I would like to do too. Is like, pass knives along. You know what I mean? I mean, I got all I got enough bucks here, so
Yeah.
I would like to pass them along. But as far as billboarding on knives, I'm not too big into it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that are. Even on the custom, if I was to get a custom, I don't think I'd put anything on it.
Now for it to say limited production, I'll take that, but I
Yeah.
don't want to see like a horse or
Right.
a rodeo guy or something like that. So yeah.
Where you see a lot of billboarding on is if you go on eBay and a lot of the knives, now you'll notice this that I said that, but a lot of, especially if you look at buck, a lot of the knives they have up for sale will be old buck knives that have billboarding of company names.
Yes.
All right. So like
and then they give them as gifts, right?
Yes, that's it. Yep, exactly. Yep.
My father-in-law worked at a shovel plant his whole life, and each year, if you didn't have an accident, like you say you had a safe year,
Yep.
they gave you a stag-handled case knife, and I'm talking, and that's back when they were doing embargoes with Russia and stuff, or whatever they were doing.
Yep.
But it was really hard for him to get the stag, so he had like 4 years on back order. But now he's got them in like a display case. Similar to, I got a display case behind this toolbox, and it's got some case knives in it. But
who's
what's that?
Who is this?
My father-in-law.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
So,
awesome.
They're beautiful. It's beautiful stag too. And they've never been used, but they're kind of special.
Okay,
Jersey's asking where the dancer is, and I told him that she was in here earlier talking to you. So. And if she ain't in here, it's Kevin's fault, guys.
What's Jersey asking?
He's asking where the dancer is. I told him there's going to be a dancer behind me tonight. For him to hop in and check it out. So
I got one hanging off of the chandelier over here.
Yeah. Here's a fun question because I actually about sent you a picture of one today. When are you getting the 184 Buckmaster?
So and I remember you asked me that last week too.
Yeah.
So that's a knife that me and Jay, quick story, guys. Me and Jay both seen, and you guys can watch it too. What's his name, Jay? The knife.
I think it's Andy Stump who was talking about it. He's an ex-Navy SEAL or retired, however you want to say it. But
Andy Stump?
Yeah.
So there was actually a Navy SEAL that was in. He's retired now. However you want to say it. But he was going over all of his SEAL knives that he got when he was in, and he was talking about how a lot of them. This is what he was saying, were garbage. He's like, they were too heavy. He was like, they were bricks. He's like, man, we just wanted something light that we could just get out of our pocket quick. And so he was talking a little bit about the Buckmaster. If you guys know the Buckmaster, but it's a very heavy knife. It's a heavy knife, and Jay knows. What does it have on there, Jay?
It's got grapple hooks on the guard. It's got hooks that come out, and the whole idea was to tie some rope to this thing and throw it and use it as a grapple hook. And Andy Stump was like, "You want me to take a sharp knife, tie something to it, and throw it up in the air in the middle of the night? You know, you don't know where it's going to land. You know, just throw this thing up." But back then, you got companies who are competing, trying to do everything to get a government contract, and
right.
they picked one up.
Yeah.
But those knives right now, the originals, are I couldn't believe the prices.
Money. Yep, big money. Yes, they are.
I seen one on eBay today. It was called a second, so they must have done like a second run and just offered it to the public, maybe. But
or it was a factory second, maybe.
But it was like $384, and you could make an offer. So I was going to send it to you and say, "Hey, go make an offer at $250 and see if it lands." But
I'll tell you what, I would love to have one. I mean, just to have in the collection.
Yeah.
I really would, because that's a well-known. The Buckmaster's a well-known knife, and I would just like to have it. I like all. I'm not going to say all, but I haven't ran across one that I really hate.
Which one's that?
But as far as buck knives, I mean, but there are some real. I got real. Just because I like buck knives, I'm not going to tell you that every buck knife is great.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do on my reviews. I just want to say this real quick, and that's what I want to do on my reviews too. I don't want to say, just because it's a buck, oh yeah, this is fantastic. Get this. I'm going to bring you guys ones that I think is a good knife. I don't want to bring you guys something. If I don't think it's good, I'm going to say, hey, I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I actually did a video today. I shot the video on me receiving that Spyderco, the Crew Carta Pair 2 back from Spyderco.
Yep.
So I did a video on that explaining, what happened and what they charged me, and stupid, but I mean, I'm truthful. Like the Delica 4, a lot of people, I think even Nick Shabazz says this is probably one of the best EDCs out there, but I just don't feel it. I don't like it. I don't know. It's just something about it that I don't like, and I can't see myself taking this out and do anything with it. So I've never used it one time. I bought it because I had a gift card to Bass Pro and used it to buy it. So, but I don't care for it. And I did a video saying, hey, I don't know. It just feels blah to me. So
I'm going to be honest with you. Me and you I feel like we have kind of the same taste, because I have the Delica 4. That's another. I have a lot of Spydercos actually. But anyways, the Delica 4, I got it because of watching YouTube and everyone saying it was such a great knife. But I'm not saying that it's not a great knife, but it's not for me. It's just too light. It's just, for me, I want something that I can feel kind of the weight to it. And it's just, for the money that they're asking for that, personally, it just doesn't feel weight. But there's a lot of people out there that like it, and I'm not taking nothing away from it.
Yeah, and I say this in my videos, I like weight. I like to pick like the 110, the original 110. When I brought that home and I took it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not a small guy, but
they don't call you.
I like that weight. I don't know why. I mean, to me, I always associated weight with quality, I guess. I don't know, but
yes, and I feel the same way. I mean, I do like lightweight knives when I'm in like gym shorts.
Yeah.
But as far as carrying to work, you're gonna mostly catch me with a heavier knife.
Yeah. You don't. What's the concealed carry laws like out there where you're at?
So actually, it actually depends. So Massachusetts is very strict.
Yeah.
Very, very strict. Massachusetts, especially in the city of Boston, because it goes by the city that you're in.
Yeah.
In the city of Boston, you have the outskirts, but in the city of Boston, they are. I think it's 2 inches. Is 2 or 2.5. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
absolutely ridiculous. I think that you know this, but I'm actually in New Hampshire now.
Yeah.
And in New Hampshire, there is none. There is no laws. You can carry whatever you want to carry. I think there might be a couple for what do you call that ones that shoot out?
Oh yeah, the out the fronts and switchblades and stuff like that.
No, those are good, but there's actually a knife. Maybe the guys know it in the comments, but there's a knife that you push a button and the blade shoots out of it.
It's called an OTF. Stands for out the front.
Well, out the front though, if the blade stays on the knife, I'm
No,
talking.
it just shoots out the front. It's hidden. It's hidden in the handle, and when you press that button forward, the whole blade just shoots out.
But would it actually leave the knife?
No, it don't leave the knife. It just
But that's what I'm saying. There's actually a knife that
that shoots it.
yeah. There's actually a knife. If you hit a button,
Oh yeah.
it leaves the knife and it will stick into a tree or something.
Well, that I'd like that. Yeah, I'd buy one of those.
But yeah, New Hampshire's pretty good with that stuff. They're really good with those laws.
Yeah, where I'm at, I think it's supposed to be 3 inches, but I just don't care. If I feel like I'm not going to scare somebody, then I don't think anyone around here is going to harass me if my blade's 3¼ inches or anything like that. So
I've never been harassed really, but
yeah. So is Spyderco your favorite outside of the buck world, outside of the buck realm? Is it Spyderco or is it any other brands?
I wouldn't say Spyderco is my favorite right outside of Buck. I would say that the Spyderco Para 3 is a great knife that I like to EDC. But yeah, other brands, Case.
Yeah.
Actually, watching your videos, Big J, man, you were the one putting out trappers. You were showing the Sodbuster, and I'm like looking at these knives, and I'm like, man, those are beautiful knives too. So I went out and I grabbed the Sodbuster Junior. I grabbed the Trapper.
Yeah.
And just a few different cases, man. And they're a really good company, and they've been around forever too.
Yeah. And you bought them fairly within. I think you got them all within a week, didn't you?
Like within a week, yeah.
Yeah, you had all three of them. You're like, hey, look at this one, and you're like, what is the six stand? Because you were concerned if the red one was bone, and I was like, hey, as long as the first number is a 6,
Yep.
then you're good to go. If it says 6.5, it's bone stag. If it starts with a 5, it's stag. So if you're ever at a flea market and you pick one up and it starts with a 5 and you can get it for a fairly decent price and it looks good, buy it.
Because 5 is bone, correct?
5 is stag, and that's what.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The only issue, and I wouldn't call it an issue because you said that this happens to all of them.
Oh yeah, all of them.
All of them, yeah. But you do get that rubbing because they're trying to fit 3 blades.
Yeah.
But that's it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I
love what happen. I don't let it bother me, but to me these case knives that I've got, a lot of them have just been users and I really don't have. I only have a few case safe queens, I would say.
Yep.
So I don't have any like case stockman, but even this big large sleeve board whittler, it's got blade rub.
Man, that's beautiful.
And these things are, I mean, if you're looking to try to get these smaller blades up out of there, you got to dig down in there. Then you're pushing it. Yeah. And you got to think this thing sat in a fucking flea market for how long? And you got someone's kid over there with goddamn donuts on their fingers and stuff, picking it up and trying to open it. So I finally rescued it. Thank God. But it took me a couple of weeks to talk him down.
Let me ask you a question. When did you start collecting knives? And let me ask you this. So yeah, when did you get into the hobby? And not only get into the hobby, but when, what was your first knife maybe? And,
Yes. My first one was a sod buster, and it was a junior. So it was just the black handled one of these. That was probably at Kmart. Like I said, we had a Kmart back where I was from, and a lot of the general stores had them too, but you're gonna get them cheaper out of a clamshell pack at Walmart, I should say Kmart, or there was Hex, and then there was like a Montgomery Ward's.
I remember Kmart. Kmart's not around anymore, is it?
No. Yeah. And so I paid $12 to $15 for it, but when, like I said, I had kid, and there was a whole situation when I was younger, and you know, I moved to Canton, Ohio, and I was fairly young. I think I was 18 or 19, living with two other buddies. So a lot of stuff I had in the house, like football jerseys and stuff, everything got lost or stolen. And so when me and my wife started having kids, you know, I think I was 20 or 21 when we had my oldest boy, and so I really never had the money or freedom. You know, I had a few knives here and there, but really it's been probably since '06, I think, that I've really started picking one up, you know, because I
Yeah.
met Lee out at the flea market, and that kind of just, whew.
So you got into the hobby in like '06, really collecting.
Yeah, like really like looking for certain stuff and things like that. Because now I'm not just picking up stuff to pick it up. I'm trying to pick up stuff that I actually want, that I think is good pieces and stuff that maybe I can rescue that's older and things like that. So
Right. It's okay. Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense. But so you said '06 you started collecting, but when you were younger though, you always carried a knife as well.
yeah, oh
Right.
yeah, oh yeah. In school, man, in West Virginia, you had to have a knife on you, just because if you didn't, people were gonna make fun of you. So
Right. And that's how it kind of was like that for me when I was like 15, 16, because all my friends carried something too. So
yeah.
I'll carry one too. That's why, yeah. Yep. That makes sense.
And we have a Thrifty Kniffy in here, and he said that the one you were talking about is called a projectile knife.
You got it.
So,
Who
and I kind of think of what you're talking about, because I've seen like a short or something. Someone had one that had three of those, and they were able to do one at a time. Kind of now that we're talking about it and me remembering it, but that
hey,
was that's a weapon.
he's awesome. I like Thrifty Kniffy. I
Oh
watch
yeah,
his videos.
yeah. He's the one who does the still shots at the end that are really good.
Yes.
You know, you get to the end of the video and he's got really good, nice still shots that are clean and crisp.
Yep.
And I look at stuff like that and I'm like, I want my videos to be clean and crisp and good lighting and stuff. But
Oh, me too.
you know,
Me too.
you're
I'm
just
just.
trying to put out as much content as you can and just trying to keep up. It's crazy.
I want it real quick. I don't mean to. Hold on one second.
Oh, now you're off. Well, he might have to come back on, guys. I got a few more questions for him and things like that, but I'm probably gonna have to re-invite him. Oh, he's back on. Hold on a second.
I apologize.
There you are. All right. Hey, you know, this is only our second time doing it, man.
I was trying to look at the comments and I actually hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Hey, what's up, Ronnie? Ronnie's in the house. Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie. That's my brother. He's a Marine. He's like, yeah. He's like, give me a shout out,
What name is he under, Ronnie?
Ronnie Elliott.
Okay. I don't see it on my screen, but sometimes there's a little delay.
I seen it.
But out of deployment options, like on an EDC, like what do you like the most out of your deployment options? Do you like the you know, the compression, the button,
Yep.
the axis? Which one's your favorite?
So I would say I have one knife here. It's actually right here. And this has the button lock. This is the Kaiser Hiccup,
Okay.
and I really have been enjoying the button lock on this. It has a lot of deployment. Let me try to. It has a lot
Yeah.
of options. If you guys like maybe Kaiser, this knife right here is called the Kaiser Hiccup. Just a fantastic. If you guys like to fidget, a lot of people like
Yeah.
fidget their knives. So
Yeah.
you have your thumb stud here. Um,
Okay.
that button that just drops it right down. It's
Oh
so
wow.
you also can open it with the button. Just hold the button, flip it open.
Okay.
What else is on here? This has it has the what do you call that on top? The
Oh, the flipper, front
yeah
flipper.
yeah. I got to get better with that, but
So
yeah,
it's got a front flipper. Okay.
I like the button lock. I don't have really many of them, but I do like the button lock. I mean the button. Yeah, the
Yeah.
right. If you're gonna ask me what lock that I really like, I would say it's between two. Is between Bucks or any back lock,
Okay.
and also the compression lock.
So you feel the back lock is probably the most durable and safest.
Well,
But
I
for
would.
me, that matters a little bit because when Benchmade failed on me, that axis lock, the
Yeah.
meta springs, like it wouldn't lock, it wouldn't stay, and I mean, it was totally unsafe to use at that point. So if I'm carrying out and it's the only thing I've got on me, and it does that, you're just up the creek without a paddle, really.
Right, right. Yeah, you're right. But I would say the safest lock that I feel like is between the Axis lock is great. I mean,
Yeah.
Axis lock from
Benchmade.
from yeah Benchmade, but also the Cold Steel. What do you call that one from Cold Steel there?
Some of them call them like a shaft lock or something. I don't even own a cold steel. I need to get one because everyone's got them. I just don't have one.
Yeah, the Cold Steel makes a really good lock as well. Very strong lock on a
Yeah.
Cold Steel. Um, Real quick, I have a Cold Steel right here. This is the American Lawman,
Oh yeah,
and that's a really good knife. Another good one, the American Lawman. It's kind of a bigger knife.
it is. That
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm, I'm trying
But
to remember the name of that lock, but I just can't off the top of my head. Someone will comment about it.
oh yeah, someone will get it. So the cold steel, how do you know the weight on that at all? And it
I,
has a forward finger choil. I like that too.
yeah, it does. It does. I'm trying to think of the weight. I can't think offhand. But I'll tell you what, it's not as heavy as it looks. It's
Yeah.
it's it's got to be lighter than a 110. It's got to be lighter than a 110 because you're dealing with G10.
Oh yeah.
You
So
know,
it's got the brass and the wood and
right, right. You're dealing with G10, and this one actually comes with a S35 VN blade.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you have so see like when I see your videos, and I'm sure a lot of other people say this like he's only got bucks. I because they see so many bucks. But I mean, so far tonight you've shown a cold steel. I know you have Benchmade. You've shown a couple of different Spydercos.
Kaiser.
You've shown a Kaiser. So I mean, for everyone who thinks that he just has bucks, man, he's got case. I mean, you picked up 3 cases in a matter of what, 3 or 4 days, I think the other day. And I
Yeah,
think you had Rosecraft too last week.
yep, yeah. So what I want to start doing, I really what I want to start doing is start. I want to not get away from buck a little bit, and
Yeah,
I don't mean collecting them, but I would like to. What I would like to do is start purchasing new other brands and
yeah,
exploring other brands. Uh,
yep,
I do have a lot of other brands here. I don't show them all the time on my videos,
yeah.
uh, but I have a whole over here. I have a whole box full of other manufacturers.
Sorry, I got to put the fan on for this dog who's struggling over here.
You're good. You're good. But
Try to
yeah,
text Sarah and say, go come turn the fan on low for the dog because she's been getting hot lately. So,
yeah. So what I would like to do is in my videos, I want to start to show other makers.
yeah,
That's what's coming from my channel.
yeah,
So you're gonna see some other makers on my channel. I have real quick. I just wanted to say this is there's actually a maker that not a lot of people know about. I have two of their knives. I'm going to show you right now, and they are made in but it says on it Darlin, China.
okay,
Okay, but what this brand does, they're called Rock Creek, and what this brand does is you can look on their website of Rock Creek, and what they want to do is they want to show you basically what it says on their website is not all China knives are bad,
yeah.
uh, and they go the extra mile. I'm going to show you two knives right now. They're fixed blades. They are fantastic blades.
And you done a short or a video on them same knives the other day, didn't you?
Yes,
Like
yeah,
like a week ago, correct?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, Here's one of them right here. This is the large Bowie,
Yeah.
and the let me tell you, the craftsmanship of this knife and this sheath is just I mean, look at that.
Wow. Yeah. Look at the stitching.
You know,
Yeah.
they are a fantastic company. This is some serious stag on it. Um,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know, but these knives here from Rock Creek, they make fantastic knives. You know, I don't see too many people reviewing them. But
Yeah.
they really nice knives.
Yeah,
Rock.
because I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of them until you put that. I think you did a, was it a short or a longer video?
I think I did a I did two. I think I did one short, and then I also did a video.
Yeah,
Them on the video as well.
gotcha. Because I remember you kind of like went more in depth on, what they are, where they're from, different things like that, which I'm kind of into because I'm all about learn. I like to learn stuff, and
Yeah. This
so
this
oh yeah,
this is another one here, and I really like this one. This is a it has that nice drop point,
oh yeah,
stacked leather here.
leather stacked handle.
Yeah. Um.
See,
But
Falcon even makes a knife that looks very similar to that.
what maker is that?
Falcon even. They're
Okay.
I think a Swedish survival knife type company, but they got one that looks very similar to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we got RJ on here now.
RJ's on there.
Yeah, he's on here. They say he's running a little bit late and he's on his phone, hard to type, but he's here and supporting us, which is great because man, I tell you what, I learned a lot just from watching his lives, and I just happened to look up in the corner and seen that StreamYard, the little duck thing, and I'm like, I'm just gonna type that in and see what it is. And
What's
then
up,
that's how I started using this.
What's up, RJ? He has great content.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Great content.
And he's got usually a panel of 4 or 5 people. Usually, what, 4 people and a guest, I think, or 3 people and a guest.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
yeah. RJ has some really good stuff. Yeah.
I know Tom's always on there. Patty's always on there.
Yep. Yep. Patty Potato.
Warthog was on there, man. And that's just because of his collection. And when I first started watching these videos, it was Warthog's collection. It was like it kind of woke me up. I want to start watching more knife videos, and then I just went down the rabbit hole and been here ever since. So
Rick's actually the guy that got me into I don't have many, but I really like the Barlow design. And he has so many Barlows. He just has all different knives, man. And Rick is a great guy. Yeah, when I first started watching him, I think I put a little comment on his video, and he shouted me out the next day, and just his knife collection. He's a great guy. He really is.
Yeah, because when he did the handwritten shouting my channel out, it may have been mine and yours together. I don't know, but then I did one for you and did it the same way. I wrote it down on a piece of paper instead of typing it, because at that point I didn't know how to make like the banners or anything.
Right.
So I used a Sharpie on a piece of damn paper like a third grader.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's a great guy. I watch him, RJ's Knives, Thrifty Kniffy, all of these guys. The guys that are. Who do we have on? I can't see it right now.
We got Jersey, RJ, Knife Survival, Ronnie, of course, Tom Weinert. Then I got to scroll up, but it's Dwayne Letterman. So yeah, there's a lot of Mike Curtis, of course. He's always on.
Mike, thank you very much. I want to say, Mike, thank you for supporting my channel. Mike is always, and he's on a lot of, he's always commenting on a lot of channels. But Mike, thank you for that, man. I really do appreciate that. Your comments and you supporting my channel. I want to say thank you, and to all of you guys too. You guys all comment, and you guys, the guys that make content, you guys make great content that I watch all the time. I just want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, there's a group of ones that I've got to try to go in every day. Like in the morning, I'll search, and then at my lunch, I'll do it, and then when I get home from working out, I try to, because I don't even know if it's true or not, but everyone explains that algorithm and how it works, and to get bumped into another tier, you got to have so many watches and comments or something. So I try to watch as many as I can. I try to comment on as many as I can, and just try to help everyone out, because I know the support that I've gotten since I've started doing this has just been insane. So
it is. I can second that. It really is. This knife community, all the time, and I'll say it again. This knife community, a lot of people that I talk to they're not on YouTube. They're like, what do you mean knife community? And that's a fair question. I mean, they may not know. But knife community just on YouTube, it's not just the people who put out content, it's also the people that are in the comments watching, you
Yeah.
know, because those guys are the ones without people watching, what are we going to show? A video to ourselves?
Yeah.
So the knife community is a whole. And Scab from Quiet Boys Outdoors was talking about this the other day. And
Hmm.
he was talking about the same thing. The knife community is a community as a whole, and it's the viewers, it's the content creators, and it's just everybody that makes this happen. And if you're into knives and you're into cutlery of any type, and you have a passion for it or whatever, that's the knife community. And really, it's this community has been great. I can't say one bad thing about it, man. I love coming home from work, checking out my comments and checking out
Yeah.
other videos, and it's really a great community.
Sometimes I get sucked in a little too deep on it, and I'll be sitting at the gym. I'm like, it's been 8 minutes between my last set, so I gotta start moving around or something. But back to people that watch the videos. There's a guy named Tyler Gibson who was watching my videos
Yep.
and just seen that I needed a box for a certain knife, and he just sent me a message out of the blue. He's like, I bought a knife from TSA Knives, and they didn't have a box for it, and let me know that, but said, hey, we have this other box that we're going to ship your knife in. Well, that box that they shipped his knife in was the box I needed, and said, I'll just send it to you. But he didn't know that earlier in that day, that same day, about 2 hours earlier, I had actually mailed you and him both one of them damn Walmart knives.
Oh yeah, man.
And I didn't tell either one of you about it. I just like, I'm going to send these things out to people that I got addresses for. And yeah, and and when he sent me that email saying he had that box, I'm like, dude, you're not going to believe this, but karma works in weird ways. But this was the box I needed.
And he said, I remember that video.
Yeah, for this Shatton Morgan Series 16
What
rail splitter.
what a nice guy. I'm sorry. Who was that?
Tyler Gibson. And
Tyler.
then what else is funny is when he first gave me his email address, he's from West Virginia.
Wow.
So I'm like, dude, you're not going to believe this, but he lives really close to Paintsville, Kentucky, in West Virginia. I was like, dude, I grew up in West Virginia, and when I first, me and my wife moved for 2 years to Paintsville, Kentucky. So like, it's just a small world, and for a guy, just not knowing me and then needing the box, but I put a video up that I had an extra Shatton Morgan box, so I got hit up pretty quick on someone who wanted it. So I forwarded it on to the guy who wanted it and needed it. So
it's a small world, but yeah, see how karma works. You sent him something, and then he sent you that box that you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And when you sent me this knife here, I'm gonna tell you right now, for a Walmart knife, for what was this, $5-6? I think they sell them for
$5.84.
Man, you cannot beat you for that money. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
To beat this knife for $5, $6.
Yeah, that one I haven't tuned. The one I tuned, the one that Jersey Knife guy sent me, my wife liked it so much because she has to have a knife for her work because the job she does.
Yep.
She's all the time having to cut string on hay bales and wood chips and things like that. So she has to have a knife on her at all times.
Is that what
she loved it? So she took it. I sharpened it up. I got a BigJ sharp, and I said, you got to be careful with that now. But I got this extra one here, and I think I'm going to try to get it up across the border to Jerbs if he's on here. I don't know if he's on here or not, but he can't find him up there, and he searched high and low. I'm like, dude, if I can get it across the border, I'm gonna go talk to the lady at the post office and see she's pretty cool with me. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jay, a couple questions for you.
Yo.
What was the one I wanted to? I asked you already. Oh no, okay. So I know the Para 3, right? Is that your favorite EDC?
Oh yeah, by far.
Okay, so we share that same favorite knife.
Yeah.
And I know that we talked about this earlier. What exactly though makes that your favorite knife?
Yeah, I think it's the deployment. but being able to hold that right there like that with that thumb on the back.
Yeah.
And then I don't need a huge knife. I'm not a fan of something that's going to be 6 to 8 inches when I open it. This right here, and if you look, I'm not a small dude, but I still have a little bit coming out the bottom.
Yep.
I've got all I need right here, and I can just slice and I fish a lot, like when it's warm. So I put this little lanyard on there, and I can just grab that if my hands are wet. I know I'm going to be able to get that and get it up out of my because I'm usually wading in a river.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about getting this wet. And if I lose it, it's still, I did put the Lynch Northwest clip on it and stuff, but I'm not. It's not 300 or 400. It's not a Chris Reeves or something. I don't even own one of those, but I just and it's always been smooth.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that helps too, but that's it. I mean, that's what I really like. I really wish I had the kahunas to start carrying this thing, but
What's that? Is that the bug out? Yep.
yeah, it's that damn aluminum bug out. It's just too fancy, I think. I'm afraid.
I love the bug out. I have mine. You've seen mine. Yeah. Yeah.
But if I drop this and kick it across the damn parking lot at Walmart or whatever, you know how bad I would feel. Like, and that's why I told my son, if we take these, if I drop this on the concrete, I'm gonna cry. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way because I rarely carry this knife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a $300 knife.
Yeah. Whereas this, if we drop this, and I've dropped this a lot on concrete, asphalt, in a river, like in rocks, and you can't even really tell. You can't even really tell it.
No.
It survived it. So
right, and you're not going to spend 400, 300 for it to get another one. Then I was going to ask you too. So I know the Para 3 is your favorite EDC. What's your favorite knife company?
Man, that's a tough one. Because like I'm not going to say his name because I said enough last week. But on that channel chat, they've all let me down. So I don't know. The only one that hasn't let me down, and a knife company, if you order enough of them, you're eventually going to run into something that you don't like.
Yep.
And you're going to run into a problem, a QC issue or whatnot. But there's one company that I've bought from, and they haven't let me down, and that's that damn Rosecraft. And I've ordered 4 knives in a row for 4 weeks in a row, and all of them have been spot on. There's been no issues with them, none at all. I mean, and this is beautiful.
Yeah, that I can hear it. Yeah. It's a beautiful knife.
And I know what they're doing and what their goal is. His goal is to start manufacturing in the USA, and we talked about that last week. Yeah, the Appalachia Jack. We talked about that. Anyone who's trying to better themselves and bring an operation, and they got to get started somewhere. So if me and you were wanting to start a company, we're going to have to find some cheap manufacturing somewhere because we got little capital. We're going to have to find investors, and we're going to have someone cheap make these things and get them to us and start building some revenue. And and he's starting to bring that stuff. I think is within 5 years. I think he wants to
move to the United States.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. And that would be wonderful because, granted the price is going to go up, but on a knife like this, I'd pay $80 or $90 for this if it was made in you. I wouldn't care.
That's all day. That's all day because now Rosecraft blades, Rosecraft knives. So are you saying that right now is your favorite company?
Well, I'm just saying that they haven't
let you down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Bark River fan, which is, I mean, they got their own issues too. Like if you complain about anything on their Facebook page, man, there are some Bark River guys out there that they'll come burn your house down. I mean, they get crazy about people saying hey, I got this knife and look at this issue. And I'm like, why are you even posting that on here? You need to reach out directly to blah, blah. Like, hold on, Phil. Like one guy's Fuller was a total different shape and design on each side.
Yeah.
And people, and I even commented, I said, I hope someone reached out to that guy and apologized. I said, because I felt really bad for the guy because I would never want someone to do that to me or to you or any, and the guy, And the owner of the company was like, those are two different knives. Well, the guy took a video and was like, this is not two different knives. These are. Then finally, the guy that works at Bark River that actually is in charge of the milling department said, I think I know what happened. Let me take care of this. So, I mean, they fessed up, but I mean, he got beat up bad. And I felt bad for the guy.
I mean, with any, like you said earlier, though, with any company, you're going to have some that slips through the cracks.
Yeah, you are.
I
But
mean,
but for the owner to say that thing was QC'd 4 times before it made it out the door.
No way.
And calling the guy a liar.
That's not right.
And then the guy posts a video like.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious something was wrong. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I had an issue with one knife that I bought. Actually, I've had 2 knives that came. But DLT took care of the first one, and the second one I just took care of because it come without an edge on it, so I just put an edge on it myself. But
you put the BigJ edge on it.
Yeah, it's sharp.
Yeah.
It'll shave you. But yeah, Pete, I gotta hold this up for Jersey.
Oh man,
this thing is unbelievable, man.
Like, that's a beautiful knife. You just today, right?
Yeah, wait till you see the video of how sharp this thing is.
Can I see that?
Insane.
Can we see that again?
Yeah. Here's this man. I hate the camera stuff, but there's the sheath, and I think it has Battle Horse somewhere. Yeah, in the back of it there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that little
right there.
Battle Horse 9. But this is like I don't even know if they want to call this a Kephart style blade, but this is the Smoky Mountain Razor. And the light's just impossible to deal with. But
I can see it.
Just a clean line knife, no billboarding. They got their maker's mark, very small, right there. If you can see it, just tiny little maker's mark. But the spine on this, I mean, you could grate cheese with the spine on this. How sharp it is.
I wanted to see that. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you're going to strike a ferro rod, no problem. So. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna beat the piss out of this thing.
That's Battle Horse, right?
Yeah. Out of Cambridge, Ohio.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say Cambridge, Mass for a minute.
No, Cambridge, Ohio. They're a small little, like I said, them and LT Wright owned Blind Horse Knives, and they split up. So Battle Horse went one way, and LT Wright went the other. Because I don't even know why they split up. I just know it happened. But
yeah, that's a company that I got to check out. Battle Horse. I don't have any knives from them, but I would definitely check them out.
Yeah, that might affordable. I mean, it's 01 tool steel, but I think it was a 180.
Yep.
Final price.
Yep. Is that micarta?
Yeah, black matte micarta. They had this option, a green and a maple burl, I think. But I had to get away from green because I want to, I can't have just all green knives. That's stupid. So,
right.
But the maple was $50 more, I think, for the maple burl.
So, if you were to say, how many knives would you say you have in your collection right now? If you were to guess,
close to 100, probably.
Yep.
I got a spreadsheet that has each one of them, what it is, the steel, where it was made, the year, and then what it's worth, and then who gets it if I pass away.
There you go.
That way my wife can come in here, pull that piece of paper out, and start divvying this shit up. And
yeah. What people realize, man, is those knives, you say you have 100 knives, man. A lot of the knives, they cost money. They're big money too. And, that Battle Horse, I definitely want to check that company out. I would love to check that company out.
Yeah, I got it through DLT Trading. So you can go on there and kind of look. And the price that DLT advertises, that's the final price out the door. Like there's no taxes, there's no shipping. So if it says anything over 100, because you get the free shipping, but so anything over 100, whatever price is listed on the knife is what you're paying out the door. So that's why I like them. I mean, there's no taxes or shipping or anything. And I guess they just do that all on their end, which is nice.
Price, whatever they post the final price.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to ask you, Jay, too. I told you I was going to pick your brain a little bit. So what can we expect coming from your channel? What do you have anything new that you're looking to put out, or what do
Well,
you?
actually, I did that stupid axe handle video the other day, but I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to beat. I want to baton with it. I want to feather stick with it. I want to chop with it. I just want to see what it can take.
Beat the crap out of it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if I do it to a bark river, why not do it to a blind horse? And
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
hell with it. It's just a knife. And if it breaks, I'm sure they got a warranty or whatever, similar to bark rivers. So
I would use it.
yeah, I mean,
that's what they made for. I'm looking into the chat for a second, seeing who's in here. Jersey knife guy.
knife delights in jerseys talking back and forth.
Knife to yep.
When you hear a pebble hit the window, it'll be me with a pizza.
Dean P. Hope that knife, John from JO Ventures, made me an awesome leather slip. Okay, that's something that right there. So Dean P. Right now he's talking about the from JO Ventures. That's something I wanted to talk about. Sorry, my hand was in the way. So JO Adventures, he makes some great leather work. He's great with his. I actually was just talking to him last night on email. Was it last night or the night before? Within the last 2 days, we were going back and forth on email because I want to have a slip made for for one of these case knives.
Yeah.
Or the buck, Stockman. I just want to have a little slip made that, I could slide into a fifth pocket. And, J.O., I want to throw a shout out to him because J.O., man, I went on his website and he makes some really, really nice stuff. I seen a sheath that he did for Rick Warthog over there. And he makes some really, really nice stuff.
Knife Delight's got the same one.
Oh, the same sheath?
So someone charged JO to make some for a few different creators. Well, I don't want to say charge, but whatever that's called.
Yep.
Paid him or whatever. They had him make a few creators those slips and the all the scout carry for like their toothpicks and stuff. So
okay, yeah.
And I was watching Jo last night, and he put me down a rabbit hole. He talked about this. I think his name's Georgia Adventurer.
Yes, I seen that video.
So I went over to his channel, and come to find out, we've been following each other on Instagram and TikTok. Because the shorts I do on YouTube, I upload them to TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff too. But I didn't realize who he was, and that he was those other channels too. And it's the same name. It's hard to pay attention to everything. So
it is. Yeah.
But he's a leather guy too, and has a bunch of nice old case knives and things like that. So
yeah. So what is the other name he goes by?
Jo or
no. Adventures there.
Georgia.
He goes by another name you were saying?
No, I think it's the same name, but
okay.
I just never put. By the time I work out, and then try to do the YouTube and try to get stuff on all these different channels.
Oh, I know.
My brain is fried, man.
I know. You come home from work and you're exhausted and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Knife Delight says Georgia Adventurer. So that's his name. So you guys go check him out. Georgia Adventurer. A lot of great leather work, case knives, and sits there and talks in just a real calm, seems like a real decent human being, so go check him out.
Yeah. And that's I definitely want to check him out. But yeah, I just wanted to say that Jo. I'm gonna get a couple slips from Jo though. I'm gonna get a couple.
So are you able to order them directly from his website? Is that how that works?
Well, so I'm not exactly sure. So he sent me an email, and he said in email he sent me a link to his website, and it just shows you all the different leather ones that he's made. And he goes, he's such a nice guy. He goes, the final price is this. I'm not going to say, but he goes, the final price is this. I'll add this, I'll add that, and this and that. And he'll go the whole way. He really nice guy. And he's like, I can add a design to it. So he can do a lot, Jo.
Yeah, I would love to have him make a slip for this this old green bone Barlow. I really want to get a slip made for that. So I need to reach out to him and see what he can do for me with that. And I know he can make something, so it's just me reaching out and having him do it. So
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep, that's it.
yeah, and I'm back in the comments here. Someone talking about they got some frozen carp left in the freezer. How about some fish pizza? Tom's saying that to RJ about pizza in the morning. Now,
What's up?
Tom, do you have Casey's breakfast pizza where you're at, Tom? Oh, Mr. Knife Delights, because I love me some Casey's breakfast pizza. Have you ever been out here in the Midwest and seen like a Casey's General Store?
What's that?
Have you ever been out in the Midwest and seen like a Casey's General Store?
No, I've never been out. I've never been out that way.
They're just these little. I mean, it's a gas. I mean, you guys got Wawa, right, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's a little gas station. They got these people that work in the back, and they make pizza and breakfast burritos and sandwiches and all types of different bullshit. So you can go in there and get. Everyone loves their breakfast pizza. So
What's the name of the place?
Casey's.
Casey's. Yeah.
Casey's General Store. So
Yeah. No, I've never been out that place. But I was looking at the comments here, right? And man, they got some. We got some funny guys talking about. That's
fish tacos and sardines on the side.
fish
Oh yeah. So Tom said Knife Delights is saying Casey's, yes, an Iowa-based company. And Tom, I think you know where I live because I've sent you something. So I'm not too far away from you. So
that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. I'm just checking out the comments here for a second.
Yeah, Tom's funny, man.
Tom's a great guy. I'm happy for him. He just hit over 1,000.
Oh yeah, and you get them pizzas from Casey's, man. The things weigh like 7 pounds a piece, and yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, I got Tom. Tom sent me one of his stickers here. One of his. You got one too.
Oh yeah.
Knife Delights.
Yeah, and I think he's going to
great guy.
Send me a electrician knife to check out too.
Okay.
Kind of do a review on.
Yeah, review it. Yeah. Check if you guys. I'm sure if you guys subscribe to us, you probably heard of Tom. But Tom.
Oh yeah.
Knife Delights. He has great content. He has great content.
Yeah, and Tom's saying he's got relatives that live near me. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm sure this place is filled full of different people out here. You know where I'm at, so a lot of people. There's a big school close to me, like a big university. So.
Okay.
Yeah. And the place I live on is actually a retired Air Force base. So, if people come through the Air Force, some of them moved here for the Air Force and then just never left, really. So.
They just stayed there.
Yeah.
Stayed there. Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame to see what the Air Force base turned into because the Air Force just kind of gave it to the village I live in.
Okay.
Hey, here's all this property. Here's all these buildings. They're yours for free if you want them. Well, man, someone wasn't thinking because that shit needs taken care of. And, all them buildings are full of asbestos. And, we're talking buildings that were built back.
Old buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30s and 40s. So they had to tear down a huge one called White Hall, and man, it was millions of dollars just to demo the building.
I did demo one time. This was in where I'm trying to think of the city. It was in Massachusetts. That's the thing about the knife community is that everyone's from everywhere. So if I name it, you're not probably gonna know it. But we got guys from Jersey, Knife Guy. You're from where I'm from, where I am. But I was in Massachusetts and I did a job demo and man, it was asbestos everywhere.
Oh yeah.
What a job that was. Oh man. But anyway, it's getting off topic. Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to be suited up and but I did it too when I worked at aluminum extrusion factory. I was in their maintenance department and they were like, at nighttime, we're gonna get some plastic bags, we're gonna spray it down with water, and you guys are gonna wear these little like masks you would see
a little white
surgeon wear, open sides. So here we are spraying this shit down with water. We're way off topic, but this is funny. I mean, and so we put them in these trash bags, just black trash bags, and it weighs like each one of these bags has 60 pounds of asbestos in it probably. and you're
Yep.
dragging it through the plant. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
next morning we go in, that white shit is just strung all through this, you know, hey, we'll get the two idiots that are only like 20 years old and,
Yeah.
they're going to talk back to do this shit at nighttime. So,
I did the same thing. I was working for the like, yeah, just bag it up, bag it up. He's like, I'll
yeah,
throw it in the truck. We didn't even have masks on.
spray it down with water, they told us.
Yeah, spray it down with water. Yeah, right.
Yeah. But Tom said, he says he knows the housing I'm talking about. So I don't live, directly on the base. But when I moved here, I rented a duplex over there that was, housing on the base. But they gave it to the village, and then some company come in and bought these houses, and they rented them out. So we rented one of those for a year till we bought our house we have now. So
Okay.
I wonder if Tom was in the Air Force.
That's a good question.
Tom, were you in the Air Force? We'll see what he says, and I'm sure because he wears a hat that says veteran on it. I seen it in the event on the live the other night. So yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen him wear that hat. Yes. Yep.
yeah. It would be cool if he was ever stationed here. That'd be cool.
Bro, how's the lighting here? Is the lighting okay? Because this
yeah,
is
yeah. What man? Tell you, just go to Walmart and buy them cheap ring lights, man. That's all I did.
yeah, that's the easy way to go. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
they fall over easy, but I mean, just
It
strap
works.
it in.
It works. No, thank you. I want to say thank you guys for being here too. I mean, we're gonna talk. I just want to say thank you guys for being here.
Definitely. Tom was in the Navy actually.
Oh, okay.
So man, yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he knows. He knows people out here where I'm at. So, and Jersey saying I used to stay kilts, oil-based paint, and oil-based paint in houses with no mask on.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Oil.
I did all kinds of dumb shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I never wore hearing. We'd shoot guns, and I would never wear ear protection.
Yep.
Stupid.
I'm looking at the comments now. Randy W. What'd you say? I'm over here in, what do you say, Arizona? AZ, LOL. Randy WSG.
I can't see his. I'm reading this one Jersey Knife guy, and then Knives to the Light says he was stationed at NROTC. Then Tom's like Tom was a squid. Then Jersey says Tom was a cop, and Dean says thanks for doing the live. So
yeah. That's my niece. She's in here. Hey, Isabella.
Cool.
Yep. So you know what's funny is I don't think that we might not be able to see the same comments because
I don't know.
Oh, you remember Scab from Choir Boys Outdoors? He was talking about how he wanted to merge the two channels.
Yeah.
So, I remember was it RJ or whatever was saying that who does Scab do the lives with there?
I forget, but they wanted to build a channel, but I think you might be. I just don't know, man. And there's probably a way on here, and I'll watch a video before we do our next one to make sure that we're able to see the same comments because I don't,
Yeah, I can see like I don't know. I can see yeah.
Mike Curtis saying hi to Isabella and Addicted to Blade. Listen, have you seen Addicted to Blades 2 stuff? He's in here now.
Oh, Addicted to Blades. Yeah, I love his stuff. I love chopping down the water bottles and everything.
And Scab does that now, but I think Addicted to Blade seems like he's been doing it forever. And man, he'll take slices off of them bottles.
I enjoy watching his shorts and stuff. And is he?
Yeah, he's in here.
So let me ask you, Addicted to Blades 2, what was that? What is that? A sword that he uses, or is he using like a katana? What are you using to when you're doing your videos and you're chopping those water bottles? What exactly are you using? Just out of curiosity.
I think he uses a couple of different blades. And I think I'm not sure where he's at, but I mean, he dresses similar to like how I got to dress here. So he might be out in this area too somewhere, freezing his ass off because he's outside. And,
yeah,
it looks cold. Just cold and miserable, wind blowing.
Freezing up here today too. It's freezing.
Yeah, I seen you shoveling the snow and had your damn race car out there.
yeah. I had the Challenger out there. Yeah.
Does that got the 392 in it, or what motor does that got in it?
I wish it had a 392 in it. No 392. To be honest with you, that's a six cylinder.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 6-cylinder. But you know what? It's to be honest with you, it gets me. I'm not on the drag. I'm not drag racing or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know, I like all the way all the cars look.
Yeah.
And I just like the look of that car. It has power for it. It has power.
Yeah. The new technology that they got behind these vehicles is insane anyway. Look at the power they're getting out of a 6-cylinder Cummins engine.
Oh, I
And
know.
Addicted to Blades answered you. He said a Katana, and he's actually located in Iowa. So he's out here. He's out here with the rest of us. Wind blowing.
I thought that was a Katana. I thought that was a Katana.
And then he also says whatever I can get my hands on, because I know he's kind of like Scab. He's got a couple of different things, and he'll go out there and what impresses me is when they'll do the forward and then come back and hit the same bottle before it falls to the ground. I didn't have to slice my damn leg off or something trying that.
Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? He just said, hey, gents, can you
see? I see that one. I see that.
What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Isabella?
Oh, Mike Curtis says he's got a 71 Mach 1 Mustang.
Nice. Wow.
Dude, we got from knives to cars.
To everything. We're doing a little bit.
Hey, you got a lot better car than I got. I sold all my stuff and I bought a little Honda CRV. And we use that thing to go everywhere.
CRVs are great cars, though.
When I'm doing those videos, that's what I'm in. But we got I should say my wife has a really nice truck.
Yeah, but CRVs are very durable cars. CRVs are durable.
I actually did a car EDC video. No one watched it, but I was outside showing what I keep in my car. And then I just scrolled over to her truck and I was like, yeah, we got that too. But I drive this little piece of crap.
I didn't even see that video.
Oh, it's old. Yeah, it's old and it's terrible.
I think I had another question for you. I don't know what I did.
Look, guys, we had notes. If you guys don't think I took this serious, and look at the amount of notes that I had my name off of that. But yeah, you guys, I tried my best to because the whole idea this week was to get Boston Blade reviews over 1,000, and I think he's probably there by now. I would assume you are, but go ahead.
I think it's like right there. I can't see it from where
I'm gonna check real quick. I'll just get on my phone here and I'll just pull your thing up and we'll just look real quick.
Might be 996 or 997. I'm not too sure.
Well, no, that's your. Oh, you're at 1K, bro.
Oh yeah, hit it.
Yeah, hold on. Can you see? Oh man,
I can't make it out, but awesome.
Yeah, it says 1K.
Awesome, huh? Nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Let's see if this is better.
I can see it. Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but it says 1K. So.
And I appreciate. Thank you, guys. I want to say thank you to you guys. Now, can people see this live after we publish it? They can see it afterwards?
Yes.
How long does it stay? How long will that stay out there for?
I would say forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really? Until I would say you would reach out and say, hey, Jerry, let's rip that down. Then, because it's on my channel.
Yeah.
So, I could just go in and rip it down, I would guess.
And the only
like all the other videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the only reason I asked that is because, I know we only have so many people in here right now, but for future, thank you to, you guys that, like I was saying earlier, the people that watch and it's just, the knife community is a great community. It's fun. It's a fun, we take our hobbies. I know it's my hobby. And, you guys watch that content and stuff, and it's just fun. It's really is. It's a great thing. I really love it. But thank you to you guys is what I want to say.
I think Thrifty knew before we did, because Thrifty put up congrats on the 1K.
Thank you.
And then a lot of people are saying awesome and good job and things like that. So,
man, I got to check out. I didn't really get into the comments too much, but yeah,
everyone's congratulating you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I really do. Jersey even said it. Congratulations,
I wonder how many drinks Jersey's had so far.
How many drinks have you had, Jersey?
Come on, Jersey, tell us. He told me earlier, he had a good week, like a really good week with what the inventory that he's got in. So I was kind of congratulating him on that, and He's like, oh yeah, but man, my wife's gonna kill me. I said, hey, just go down to the bodega and buy her some half dead roses and take them home to her. She'll be fine. But I love, talking to you and him, man. It kills me. I have a good time with it because I really don't, you know, I talk to some people back home, but not as much as because they don't have the same like hobby that I have. So
Right,
what are
right,
we going to talk about? High school football? Yeah, okay.
right. Exactly.
No one wants to hear that shit.
Oh no, exactly. Yeah. I was just gonna say something about Jersey. Oh yeah, that's something that we were talking about. I don't know if you want to talk about that now, but about the lives and stuff with
Yeah.
Jersey. Yeah. So Jersey, we would love to get you on here. I don't know if you. I think you might have mentioned it to him.
Well, I did. I kind of wanted to actually me and you talk, and like we're doing it now. So now's as good a time as any. Because Jersey was the first guy who kind of took me in and was like real supportive, and then sent me that really nice package that I
Yep.
want, and then we kind of strike a relationship up from there. And then he kind of got me involved with other people. So I think he's the guy who helped me form a lot of relationships here. So Jersey, we want you on next weekend if possible, man. You know,
Yeah.
I can
That
send you the link on email, and I think you're doing it from your phone, right?
me.
Yeah.
I am. Yes. This is right on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I know that Jersey has an iPad and stuff, so it should be pretty easy for him. And then from there, we can reach out. There's been a couple of people who have said they would be more than happy to come on, and I think RJ would even come on, and then we maybe get to Thrifty and
Yeah.
Scab and
Yeah.
you know,
I would love that. If you guys want to come on, just let us know. Let us
yeah,
know. Oh, and we can have, we can do, I think you can have up to like 7 people, but that's a lot. When you have like
yeah,
seven, everyone's talking over one another, you know, but 3 people or whatever, that would be great. That
yeah.
would be,
And uh, yeah, because I think us starting out, if we had too many people on, we it might be a little overwhelming for us. So I mean, if we start with maybe one and maybe get to two or something eventually, but I think RJ's got it down where he's got like four, and it works pretty good for how they do it. I think they got a system like someone will hold something up and they'll even wait to talk, and then RJ will kind of mediate. It's like, Tom, what do you got there? And then Tom will start talking. So
yeah.
but I think they talk about it beforehand and got a pretty good system figured out on how they do that.
Yeah. You get a little system going, like you're saying, and, but yeah, that would be great. Have Jersey on here. Nah, Knife Delights Tom, if you ever wanted to, what? I got to look at this.
Oh shit, Tom Weiner. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Says ask
Oh,
permission from Pete's mother-in-law first.
oh man.
Dude, Tom, come on, man. Shit.
Like, um, I have to get RJ's keeps. What did Jersey say? Yeah, man, I have to get on RJ's. He keeps asking me, but I'll be more than honored to do it. Awesome, Jersey. Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, Jersey.
And then Knife Delight says I think we should find someone as a moderator, and I don't know what that entails or how you do it.
Yeah, but he probably has a point though how he could figure something out. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I'll just reach out to RJ and ask him his system and how he does it. And I know this ain't the right time or anything to do it, so maybe I'll send him an email this week, or maybe try to chat with him this week and kind of pick his brain a little bit
yeah.
on how they do their system.
That reminded me. I just want to. I feel so bad. It was supposed to be on live with Big Red EDC earlier at like 1 o'clock, and I totally got sidetracked. I was bringing things to storage units, and I got totally sidetracked. So I apologize to Big Red, man. That I was supposed to be on live with him, and I just totally got. I reached out to him. I emailed him.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, it happens. No worries." He goes, "It happens." But I was supposed to do a live with him earlier, so that I totally got sidetracked on that. But yeah, I apologize to him, man. It's but he goes, "We'll do it again." He said, "We'll do it
Okay.
again." So that
Are
was
you
good.
doing RJ's tomorrow, or are you supposed to be on RJ's?
I'm gonna be on RJ's tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get on there with you. Me and my son got some plans in the afternoon, but hopefully, I'll be able to get on there and watch quite a bit of it.
Absolutely. Is RJ still on here?
Yeah. Oh, dude, blown it up. He says, "Yes, talk to me. I will help out." See, that's what I'm talking about. Uh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if dude, I tell you, I put up lifting content and stuff like that, and then people are this community here with even being like, hey, reach out to me, I'll answer whatever you want, but it's just it's so it's nice, it really is.
Yeah. RJ, man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow doing that with you. So, RJ, who else? Is it just gonna be me and you, or are we gonna? I think that he has another guy that he
You,
I'm trying to think who it is.
Tom and Patty usually.
Oh, awesome. Okay, Patty, he's another. I
Yeah,
love him, man. He's got that strong Irish accent, man, and he's from I, whatever. But yeah, I that's gonna be fun. That'll be a
yeah,
fun. That'll
he's a
definitely.
nice guy. All of them are just super nice. Where in the gym, in the like lifting and gym and fitness community, people just bag on each other so bad, and it's just I don't even try to mess with it anymore. I just do my own thing, and me and that old man lift together, and we got a little Hispanic guy that lifts with us too, and we'll take him out to eat and stuff. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I'm gonna plug my phone for a second. I'm sorry.
okay. So RJ is saying Tom, Patty, Thrifty, Singing Toad, you and me. So you got
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 7 probably tomorrow, but I think he's got a good system on how they moderate
I'm
and
sorry.
and do things, and I'm sure he'll get you on like 15 minutes early or whatever, and kind of go through stuff, kind of like we did today. I think we were on about 15 or 20 minutes early and talked about some things and kind of how we wanted to start. And
Yep.
but man, we got way off, we went way off the rails. But
That's
hey, what the hell?
that's all right.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean,
Uh, but yeah. So tomorrow, RJ's live. Um, it's gonna be about 7 people on there. You're saying, huh?
yeah,
Okay. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
yeah. It says RJ has a pregame and a pro and a post game. Tom is saying so. We talk about stuff before and after.
Great.
So if you slip up and say something, you may ask him to edit. I don't think you can edit stuff out of these, but
Sorry, guys.
this is different than Big Reds. He does a Zoom call and he records a Zoom call, and then he goes in and he probably edits a little bit here and there. The only thing I noticed he edited about mine was a little bit at the ending because
Yep.
we were at like an hour and 40 minutes, and he's like, can you believe we've been on this long? And I'm like, no, I can't, because it's just you start talking about something with someone who you got a lot in common with, and it just time flies.
Oh,
So
right.
I was like, yeah, and people probably don't want to watch an hour and 30 minutes of me. So I think he
Well,
added a little bit of that out. So
already.
yeah,
When 2 minutes.
yeah, yeah,
But
it's good. Yeah, an hour and 33 minutes.
so let's see here. What else? I know you had that piece of paper there with you. Did you have anything else that you wanted to go over, or?
Um, no, I think I'm good. I think we picked your brain. We got you to 1,000, which is
I,
good, and I think
you know,
all this helped.
yeah.
You know,
Well, that's what I want to say. So I want to thank you for that. Because me and you have been going back and forth, as obviously but the other people here that don't know that. And Big J, he's been on my side with this. He's like, hey, Kel, we got to get you to 1,000. We got to get you to that. And he was really the one. I wanted to do the live. Just I'm sorry, 1 second here. Sorry, guys. I wanted to do the live, and I'm not really into all the computer stuff and everything like that. And Big J hooked this whole thing up. He got this, so really, thank you, Big J, for doing that. That means a lot. And you're the one that I don't know anything about. I mean, I'll be honest, getting everything with the computer and
yeah.
type of stuff, and you were able to figure all that out. So I really just thank you for that.
Well, it
That
was little Big J helped out a lot too.
yeah, little Big. Yeah, your son, right?
Yeah, he actually brought this nicer camera and stuff in, but you can go to 1080p if you want to pay, but he's like, hey, let's move you to a different streaming service and try something different. So I'm gonna see what because he's in there now doing it, and he's got dual monitor. I'd sent you a video of what he has in his room that he built, but
Well, thank you to you and your son. You
yeah,
know, honestly, you guys really, because you're the one who got this thing up and running. I wouldn't have been able to get this up and running.
yeah, you will. You just gotta beat your head against the wall long enough. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really do appreciate
No
that.
problem, man. I appreciate just everyone in the community who's kind of took us in and talked to us and positive feed. I haven't got any bad messages or anything. Once in a while, like you say, you have a jackass on a comment, but
Yeah, that's normal.
yeah, like for someone to say, "Hey, stop what you're doing. You're interfering with," and like I said last week, we don't want to do anything that interferes with anyone else in the community. And I even said that like tomorrow I'm going to do my drawing, but I'm going to wait till after RJ's live because I don't want to put out a winner of a drawing video.
Right, right.
And people are like, "Oh, let's see who won," and get off his live to go check out my stupid draw. It's just
Yeah, that's something that me and you are really strong on for people that are watching. Is we don't want to step on anyone's toes. So
yeah.
there's other lives going on. We're not going to have a live going on at that same time. We're going to do
Yeah.
live. We're looking. We actually you brought up a thing there where it shows where all the lives are and times, and so we're really trying to work around all of that. And at the same time, I want to watch other people's lives as well.
Yeah.
I want to catch you guys and yeah, and but yeah, that would be great to have Jersey on at some point. I know that who else said he wanted to come on?
Scab said he wanted to come on.
Gab wants to come on, and
Yeah.
then someone else in the comments here. This
I think RJ.
RJ,
Actually, I think anyone in these comments, because they're such nice people, would come on and help us out.
it'd be great. It'd be awesome. Yeah, that would really be great to do. That'd really be great to do.
But a guy by the name of someone sent me that schedule, and I think his name was Tim Shanks off of Instagram. He was just watching our lives and said, "Hey, there's a schedule posted that shows when lives are," and he sent that to me. So and Doom Crew Outdoors, I want to try to have him on. He he's been going through a lot lately, so I would love to have him on. He's got some really beautiful older case knives. He's big into shot. His name used to be Doom Crew Shotguns, but the whole gun thing and social media don't go well together. So
Yeah. It's like if you say anything wrong, they all
yeah, and he struggles with service. So I told him I was like, well, Boston does his from his phone. Maybe you could go somewhere, to a place that had better service. But I'd love to have him on because we're kind of interested in the same thing, shotguns and old case knives and stuff like that. So
yeah,
he's another one.
yeah, absolutely.
But
How do you like this one, Big J?
oh yeah, that's shiny, bud.
I got that one. I told you about that store that I go to, right?
Yeah.
I got that one. This is it's called it's like a wolf series, right? It's got the wolf on. You got all the stag, and that's a custom one from Buck. That's a nice one. I that's one of my the Duke 500's the grill, but I also like this one too.
Yeah. And the guy I buy from has one of those, and it's pretty high priced knife, but
Yeah.
you got another one that has a cutout in the blade of like a deer, and the blade's actually cut out. And so it's kind of crazy looking. Man, that's some fat stag. And a filed back spring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Some
Yes.
turquoise spacers.
Yeah. This is this stone here. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I have it in the box. I have the box that goes with. This is a real stone. This is I'm trying to think of the name. That blue stone. If anyone knows that blue stone. But anyways, yeah, that's a nice one there. That's one of my other nicer buck knives there.
Yeah, that thing's beautiful. Wow, the snap too.
It has that nice snap to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually got a good deal on this. This was going for it was high price, man. I think it was like $375 or whatever, $400. It was like more. But I know the guy down there, and he hooked me up with it. He hooked me up with a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a nice one there.
I think the guy I buy it from, he's got the ones that have the deer cut out in the blade, and I think he won like $225 for him. I think.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
This one here is a limited edition. This is tells you on the back. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it now. Yep.
So there's 64 out of 250. This is number 64 out of 250 made.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice one. You know, what do you have for a? You have anything there you want to show? What one of your nicer knives that you want to show on there?
Yeah, I think I showed them all last week. Honestly, I don't.
You did put a bunch of them.
Yeah, we showed too much.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone likes this, and I don't know anything about this knife, but I got it at an estate sale. It's a Russell, like a big Russell Barlow.
I
don't like it. It says Solingen, Germany on one side, and what's it say on the other? I can't really read it, but on the blade, it's got Green River Works. And I don't know if anyone knows anything about these or not, but it don't feel like a very well-made knife. But I got it at an estate sale for $5, so and the blades. Look at this blade centering.
Let me ask the guys in the
comments. Touching.
That's a beautiful knife. I'm
getting there for it. I got this Stag Schrade National Knife Collector Association, a 1982 model.
Yep, that's nice.
Yeah, it's some good looking Stag. The backside's what I like about it.
See, I like when it has that running through the Stag.
Yeah,
But
you got to watch these shields because they'll fall out of there, man. I was doing a video on a case, same kind of case, an NKCA case, and the shield, like right in the middle of my video, just popped out into my hand. So Sarah had some Dollar General super glue in the drawer. I just used that.
Hey, whatever works, get it back in there.
But I don't know if people like toothpicks, but this is a
case
65 through 69 toothpick, and it is sharp. Like it.
Case, right?
Yeah, it's slice and dice.
All right, let's get some walk and talk to it.
Yeah, and the blade's got some patina on it, so I really don't care. I could get that out of there, but to me, I like it, so I'm really not worried about it.
Right.
So.
Is that carbon steel?
Yes, I believe so, because it don't say stainless on it, so usually they do say stainless. I don't know if they did in 65 through 69, but if you look at the patina on the blade, this thing was pretty rough when I got it.
Yep.
I don't know.
You can
I don't know if you can see it or not, but it was rough looking when I got it, and I tend to get them and kind of clean them up and fix them up a little bit, and then take them back and be like, "Hey, look what I got." Show them. They love it when I do that.
You get some great deals where you go down there at those what are the flea market you go to?
Yeah.
And that's
Do you ever have yard sales where you're at, like people just put shit in their yard for sale, or garage sales or whatever?
All the time they do that up here.
Yeah. So just start going to those. I mean, I used to think I ain't going to a yard sale, and then I started going, and I'm like, hey, you can find some good stuff at a yard sale. Stuff like that. Say people, what happens a lot of times is people will put it out there not knowing what it's worth or anything, and
right,
talk them down even further, which and to try to get as much inventory as we like to roll through and like to put videos on, I can't do it. I can't go out and get a $300 knife every week.
No way, I can't.
Yeah, it's not feasible for me. So I try to get, I'll get 2 or 3 a week, but it may only be like $100 worth of knives or something. But
right. But buy it 300 a week, that's not feasible, like you said.
Yeah.
Not for me, it's not.
Well, Jersey says I have a new love for toothpick and fish knives. I got a Rough Rider fish knife, and I love it. Well, Jersey, I actually, Big Red had his knife sale, and I was talking to my wife the other day on the way over to the vet to get the dog surgery, and I said, "Hey, Big Red's got this Rough Rider Reserve Swell Center Whittler." I said, "I'd like to have that," and I reached out to him and like, "Hey, I'll take that off your hands," and he gave me a smoking deal on it, so I picked it up, and it's on its way.
See you later, Tom. Tom's taking off.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is to the people in the comments here that are left in here that stuck with us. What's your favorite pattern? what's your favorite pattern? I'm kind of curious. What's your favorite pattern? Is it a Barlow? Is it a Stockman? What's your favorite pattern? What's yours? What would you say your favorite pattern is? Do you like the Barlows? Do you like the Stockmans? Do you like whatever?
I like cigar
Yeah, that's right.
pattern.
That's right. You said that. Yep.
Yeah, the equal ended cigar pattern style. Here's one I don't show a lot. So Winchester. These are made by Queen Cutlery.
Yeah.
This is like a moose. So
It's a nice knife.
I put wicked wax on everything, so my blades are always look like crab. So
it's a very nice knife. Very nice.
And I got the box for that too, which makes it nice. So
I'm getting, like I said a couple of times, ever since I picked this one up right here. And I've shown it before, but ever since I picked this Barlow up, I'm getting into Barlows now.
Oh yeah.
That's I just really like the design of the Barlows. That's a Barlow right there. What's that? The same? That a K-bar?
No, it's a case, 65 through 69 model.
Okay. Yep.
But the blade, there's no action left in the main blade.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know what I did talk to Warhog about, and he said just leave it as is. So, but the pin blade.
Oh, you get snap in that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if they just only used the main blade and wore the half stop out. I'm not sure what they did, but the bone, like the bone, is absolutely superb.
It is.
There's no cracks, no chips. I think Jersey called it soup bone. So,
what's the year?
65 through 69.
Wow, it's still in that shape. I believe.
Dwayne Letterman says he likes a canoe. Jersey likes copperheads and canoes. Tom Weinert likes Stockman. RJ Trappers. Thrifty likes Stockman, Barlow, Copperheads, Canoe, Whittler. Sounds like Thrifty likes a little bit of everything.
Looks like I think he likes a little bit of everything. Yep.
I know Jersey likes Stockman, and I'm still waiting on him to sell me that Shatton Morgan cattle knife he has, the 2000, because it matches the set I'm trying to build. He's like, I can't sell you that, man.
The Stockman, and I got the Buck Stockman here. That's a great pattern.
Look at the grind on that sheep's foot blade. The grind is superb on that sheep's foot blade that you have. That blade there, yeah, the sheep's foot.
Yep, right over here. Yep. I mean, I'm
sorry. The other blade, yeah, that one. It's beautiful grind on that.
Yep, I didn't realize I was looking backwards into the camera.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy trying to hold stuff up here.
Yeah, and then you have that nice drop point on there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, nice clip point. Clip point. I'm trying to. Yep. Yeah. I love the three. Stockman's a great knife.
And Dean P says he's like Thrifty. He likes so many. Twang Thing 68 says I like any pattern that has blades in it. Hey, that's now you're talking our speed, bud.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I got other stuff too. I got some Essies and stuff like that, and
a few different.
I gotta save some stuff. I can't. Last week we were pulling out everything, so I'm like, I gotta stop. I mean, I got this little bar. God dang it, you talked me into it. This little Barlow here. This thing is sweet.
Oh man, dag on that.
It's a bone stag. It's a 6.5, so it is bone that's shaped to look like stag. But this has some walk and talk. This is a This is a case knife that just QC'd perfectly. I mean, it's just an awesome case Barlow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, like the springs are just superb on it and stuff. And I got the original box for it too, but it kind of stays up on the top shelf where if I pan out, you see some nice knives, and that's one of them. But
yeah, that's a nice looking knife right there.
Yeah, you talk about Barlows, and I just seen it out of the corner of my eye over there. I was like, I forgot I could have had that damn thing.
It's because a lot of people said they like the canoes too, though. There was a lot.
Yeah. Well, God, if you're going to talk about those, hold on. Let me clean the schmutz off the blade of this, because like I said, I actually did a short with this knife here. This is a canoe. It's the Winchester.
That's nice.
Bullet series as well, but it's got the billboarding. But I can stand because these are a series of knives called the cartridge series.
Okay.
But, I told my guy out at the flea market, I'm like, listen, this I really like them, and I try to get as many I can off eBay, but they're hard to get at a decent price. And
Yep.
I've actually had people back out of selling them to me. But I told him, I was like, hey, if you get one for 80, I'll give you 100. I just want them that bad.
Yep.
So
Yep. But they don't want to get rid of them either, though.
yeah, and I won an auction on a Banana Trapper Winchester cartridge series. It's the same burnt orange bone because I'm trying to build the set, and
Yep.
won the auction. And the guy's like, I even got a shipping thing, like a tracking number. And then he sends me an email like 3 days later. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I sold that knife. I was like, bullshit. You
Yeah,
didn't.
right. Yeah, right.
Because I got it at a good. I got it for like 110, I think.
So
So what he's doing is he's seeing people off, asking 160, 170.
yeah.
And that really torqued me, man. I was mad.
Yeah. He didn't want to get right.
Yeah, I was mad, man. I was like, I'm gonna ding you on eBay, bud. You just wait. Oh shit.
He didn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah, Dean P says that canoe's really nice. Do you have any canoes there? Any buck canoes?
None.
Griffey says, I love that Barlow, Big J.
Got this one here.
Oh man, that's a beautiful. That's the one. I gotta get a 112. Why don't I have a 112?
So that's the 112 auto. That's the auto elite.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that blade, that pops right out of there. You can hear that click.
Yeah, and it's strong. Like,
that's a nice one.
Yeah.
So the 112 is, I told you, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite, out of the 110 and 112. But I got a bunch of 112s. But this 112 Auto Elite, listen to that click.
I tell you, Buck is, they've stepped their game up so much.
They really have.
It's crazy. The stuff, Case isn't doing what Buck's doing. Case is stuck in, I don't know.
Yeah, that's that. Really like there. That's a nice one.
That is.
And I'll tell you that the transition, it's really, you can't feel that where it beats the bolster right there. You can't feel that at all. You can feel the pins.
Well, yeah, but
that's a Buck.
Yeah, they're made like that.
That's how they're made. But yeah, I'll tell you, that knife there. If you guys are looking for an automatic, 112 or the 110 Auto Elite is a really nice knife.
Yeah, that's something else. I got to get one. I don't know why I don't have a 112. I know I like it, and I know I'm going to like it more than the 110. And I'm hoping when I get the 112, I can slice the sheath when I'm opening it.
I seen that.
Like an idiot. I'm an idiot.
You want to see something, right? I think I showed this in a couple of my videos, but there's a 112, right?
Yeah.
And then here's a 112 from 1967 to 1972, if I can get it out of here.
Now, they're bigger and blockier, right?
They're bigger and blockier, so a lot of people don't know this. Whatever. But this one over here is the one from 67 to 72.
Yeah.
See how big and blocky
that
handle is compared to that?
Yeah.
And it also has a different amount of pins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the back in 67 to 72, that's how the handles were made. They were blockier like that.
People used them. People aren't buying them for shelf hangers. People were buying that knife, and that was a tool in 67 through 72. They're using that in the automotive industry. All your mechanics probably had a knife of some kind, cutting hose.
Yeah.
There wasn't all these little special tools.
No.
They had a pocket knife and a couple of screwdrivers. They didn't have a damn stack-on set that was $80,000. They had to work with what they could get, and that they probably done a lot of work with those.
Yeah, usually you just have one knife.
Yeah.
You know?
And you use it till it's wore out, and then hopefully your wife would get you a new one for Christmas.
A 110. This is one with that blocky handle.
Yeah.
But this is a newer. This is a limited edition. But what they did was they wanted a replica. Buck wanted to replicate the older ones, But that's one with that blocky, with that real block, handle. and this one's in the old steel 440C.
Oh yeah.
You know.
So and it makes me wonder why Case isn't. Case does have those two EDC style knives, and Jersey broke one out the other day with his Chris Reeves, and I'm thinking, what the hell does this guy not have? But Case isn't doing what Buck is doing. Buck's offering all these knives in these different steels, different handle material. They're letting you choose if you want, and at a pretty, $300 for a stag knife and S35 or whatever. I think that's a pretty good deal. I mean,
yeah,
I just wonder why
Case isn't doing it.
Yeah, it blows my mind. And Jersey had sent a knife back to Shepherd's Hills, I think 3 times.
Oh,
Because
really?
every time he got it, there was something wrong with it. And I think he called or wrote the manager and was like, hey, I buy a lot of knives from you guys, and you keep sending me, this knife with gaps and whatnot in it. And I don't know. I just don't see other companies letting stuff I mean, Rosecraft, everything I've got from them is perfect, but we're talking about an American Case company, and I got plenty of Case knives, and I would love to see them turn a corner and start offering things like that, maybe a custom shop and things like that. But
right.
Here's an old, well, it's not old. It's also a Remington bullet knife, but it's a 2005 model. But if you asked earlier what's my favorite pattern, it's a cigar style, so. That's the only reason I bought this one.
Wow, that's got some walk and talk to it.
Yeah, almost sliced my finger wide open, but one side of the bone's kind of rough.
Yep.
And that's why I got it really cheap, and the other side's kind of shiny. So I think maybe they had this laying or face up in a window or something. I don't know, but
yes,
hell, I'll take it for that price. I'll take it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm trying to think of what cigar. I love it. I don't know, cigar style. It's another Remington, but this is that they call it. It's not Derlin, it's Stagalon.
Okay.
They say Derlin in the paperwork, but if it's Derlin, I want it to be the black or the yellow. That's what I like because it's a usable. It's made for a reason.
Right.
But this right here, what would it took for them to just put some? And they do make these with bone handles.
Yep.
But I don't know. It must just because Camillus made these for Remington. I just wish that they would have just went all bone. Just throw bones on all of them. But
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike Curtis is saying that Case is going to release more steels this year, which I like to hear that. And then Tom Weiner says Case had some manufacturing issues because of COVID, and I don't think they've recovered yet. And Jersey said the spring was shot and the blades would fall out of the handle. A brand new knife. And then Mike Curtis has the Marilla in Magna Cut. So that's one of the EDC styles. So RJ, which ones are they releasing in S30V with horn handles?
Thrifty Kniffy says I'd play with that auto till my wife stabbed me with it.
Yeah, my wife gets sick of hearing that. The clicking, and
my wife says to me, if you buy another knife, I'm going to stab you with it.
We got a pretty good thing going, me and my wife, she's got her stuff, I got mine, and hers is really mostly this dang cat is just cat's after my cords, man. I showed you the picture earlier, these cords running everywhere.
Yeah, I got them going down here too.
But my wife has she does a lot of animal stuff, and so she's got her thing going. She collects Pyrex, the old bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of that, so. And Jersey says, my wife will tell you we could have bought a house on the money I blew on knives. It's a real thing. I believe that. I do. I truly do.
Oh, I believe that all day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look out for the miss. Look out for the misses. Yeah. I believe that, Jersey.
Thrifty says that RJ's got my monthly Case. Tune in tomorrow, fellas. So Thrifty's putting out a Case video tomorrow. I've brought this knife out before. I only bought this because, my wife says, hey, that's a pretty knife. And I just had money left, and I'm like, I just got to go buy one more just because I didn't see anything else I liked. But, I mean, it's so soft and.
Is it? You can't really tell from here.
Oh, it's.
Yeah.
It's really soft, and I don't know. And I should probably expect that. out of maybe a larger blade knife. But here you look at a dog leg trapper from 1985. This is a case dog leg trapper. It's got half stops. It's an NKCA model, but it's a little better.
Yep.
But it's the dog. Look at that blade. Look how long it is. But yeah.
Yep.
Whereas opposed to like the mini trapper. Mini trappers are a little stronger.
Yep. You know who has some real strong walk and talk is Rosecraft.
Oh,
that blade, that knife right here.
Yeah.
The walk and talk on this one here. I mean, you could.
It's GEC quality, I call it. Maybe even better. Like here's the little River Bend Skinner.
Oh, you can hear that.
And they're coming out with a full size. I've seen this because I joined the Rosecraft Blade Facebook page. Yep. They're coming out with a full size Appalachia Jack. Or maybe it was I think it's a little River Bend Skinner, but it's a lot bigger, and I think it's got black handles on it, but it's a full size and it's big. So
who's coming out with that, Jay?
Rosecraft.
Oh, okay.
They're coming out with a bigger. I want to say it's the Little River Bend Skinner. So it's a full size. It's a big. And I said, hey, go ahead and take my money now because I'll definitely be buying one. So.
Yeah, I noticed you've been buying a lot from Rosecraft.
Yeah, and this like I said, the
Mohawk.
Yeah, man.
How do you?
I like it. I was out stabbing tires with it and jamming it in wood and stuff to see if the lock would fail or anything, and it didn't. So.
Yeah.
And I think with a discount code, I got this for like $37 maybe.
That's cheap. That's cheap. I know Skip is by that knife.
Yeah, D2 steel. So I mean, it's worth the money. I mean, look at what else you can get for it. You can't get a case knife for $37, and you get it, and you're rolling the dice sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when I went and bought some cases, they're up there in price.
Oh yeah, they're expensive.
They're up there in price.
Man, I wish Gerbs was in here. I was talking to him right before we got on this live. I was talking to Gerbs.
Gerbs, yep. Gerbs was in the last live.
Yeah, he was doing a giveaway the other night. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a CV bottle, right?
Yeah, this is the CV. Yep.
That's good steel.
There it is. Yep. I like trappers. Trappers are good. I was talking to Tom from Knife Delights, and he said that, he goes, they're good carry knives.
Yeah.
I like that blade on it right there. You get that,
Oh, yeah. Well, you got two different options. And back when I was younger, they used those to skin with. So those and muskrats. The people who trapped, like my brother was big into trapping.
Yep.
And he liked a muskrat because, you got same style blade, just one gets dull, you open the other one up and still go to town.
Yeah, you got two options on it.
Yeah. Pete's still talking about him and his wife being able to buy a house with that money.
I believe it, though. I believe it.
Yeah.
And he was saying that, Jersey was saying that, Pete was saying that the other day. He's like, man, I got so many knives. He's like, you name a knife.
Oh yeah, he does.
And I believe it.
Yeah, he like I said, he's got some Shat and Morgans he needs to sell me, But I was looking for, man, sometimes I'll get tchotchke knives, like I'll have to buy like, say a box of knives and there'll be a bunch of tchotchke knives in there. And my wife's like, what the hell are you saying tchotchke? And I'm like, tchotchke knives, like flea market knives. And
flea market specials. Yeah.
Check out that joint, man. Yeah. Who has one of these?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a lockback. It's got a spider on it. And it comes in this really nice box. It says knife collection on it. It's got packaging. I mean, tchotchke knives, man. Come on.
That's what you call a flea market special, right?
Yeah. But I had to buy a whole box of knives because the one knife was in the bottom and I could tell it was worth money. So I bought the whole box just to get the one knife, and all these tchotchke knives come in that.
Yeah, they do that on eBay sometimes too. I've seen
it. Hey. Sometimes I'll try to look through them, but then I'm like, I can't look through all those.
Yeah. I've seen plenty of that. Yeah. Yep.
But I got those because this knife was in the bottom. and this is a Smoky Mountain Knife Work exclusive
Oh yeah.
Muskrat stag. Just a beautiful knife, original box. So I paid $10 for that entire box of knives. Well, it was like a wooden box, and she said just $10 for all of them, and I was like, hey, that's a hell of a deal. I'll take it. So
Yeah, $10. And that was it. The $10 box.
so some of them I had to throw away, but this old Barlow come in it, just beat to hell. So
Is that copper?
no, it's just rust.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's old and beat up. It's like
I,
broken, and
I thought it was copper for a minute.
nah, it's just trash.
Rick over at Warthog, he has some, man, I was saying that earlier, his Barlow collection is unbelievable.
Oh yeah. He I think he explained why he got into that one time in an older video. I don't want to talk on it because I kind of forget, but I think he made and I don't want to misspeak on it, but he explains how he got into that, I think. And I think I'll watch that, but I'd like to go back and watch it again on what got him started and what got him that many knives. Because when I first turned on his channel, I'd never seen that much expensive stuff in one area.
I know. Yeah, I noticed the same thing when I watch his channel.
Yeah. I've been I'm on this like case Facebook page, and a guy named Dennis Fiscus does auctions on there. So if anyone is looking for expensive case knives on a face, I mean, you're not gonna get them cheap though, but because
Right.
whoever wins the bid, like if it ain't high enough, he just tells you, hey, you won the bid, but I need another $100 to even get that out the door. So if you say you win the bid for 150, he'll just come out and say, I'm not selling to you for 150. I'll sell it to you for 250 though, and give you the option to buy it for 250.
Right.
So, but his prices are I'm more of a thrifty. I don't want to steal his name, but I want to be thrifty when I'm purchasing.
You gotta though, but that's
Yeah.
the way you actually, because if you're not having knives, I mean, some of these, how do I say this? I'm not having knives sent to me, and et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
when I'm purchasing knives, it's like you can't just go out, like you were saying, every week and buy a 250 or 300 or 400. That's not gonna happen. No, not for me. So it's like you got to look around.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to look around.
I'm just trying to look through these comments, but
I haven't even.
Jersey's saying, "Oh, it's rough," and laughing. But he's got his own. Jersey made his own knife room. It's pretty nice. He's got like a desk in there, and he's got a bunch in a closet that you don't even see. Like when you see his videos, you just see a tabletop, but he's got a shitload of knives. Like he did a Kershaw video, and he had more Kershaws on his desk than I've seen in stores. All in the box.
Video.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's like I mean, they were all in a box facing the same way, so it'd be like you were at Cabela's or something, and they had Kershaws for sale, and that's what it looked like. He's like, I didn't want to open all of them, and there was like 30 of them on his desk.
Yeah, when I heard him say the other day, it was in his other video, and he's like, you name a knife. He's like, I probably have it. I believe it because I watch his videos. He's got some nice knives.
Yeah, if he don't have that specific one, he's going to have one that's closely related to it.
That's what he said. That's what he's saying. I watched that video. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'll show you a knife that I don't know if I was talking about my buddy earlier, Tristan Barnett.
Yeah.
And if you guys are interested, you just look him up, Tristan Barnett on YouTube. But if you guys are interested, he makes knives too. He sent me this one here. This is one that he does such a good job. He put the cardboard on there, but here's one he made out of a file.
Oh, wow.
Trying to get it in there, but he made, this is actually, can you see that file?
Yeah. I actually bought a bunch of files to try it, and I haven't tried it yet. So
yeah, he made this out of a file. This is just beautiful. I mean, he did a beautiful, beautiful job on this. But he sent me this just for Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I got something in the mail for you. And I did a video on it. There's a video on it. But he makes really nice stuff. I mean, look at that handle.
Yeah, he's talented. Like
Very,
he really is. Like with the stuff he does.
yeah. I mean, to me, this is he likes to use Nicholson files.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking. I got yeah.
Yeah.
Older Nicholson files are what you want. Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, it's sharp. That's a
Oh yeah, and it'll keep that sharp. And it's heat treated because those files are extremely hard, so it'll
yes.
keep that edge.
Yeah. It's nice edge on it. But yeah, he sent me that for Christmas. That was nice of him.
Yeah, it looks like Mike Curtis has to leave, which I don't understand because he's always on here. It must, but it's late. I understand though.
Mike, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. Oh, are you there? I got people trying to call the computer and all kinds of stuff.
But we still on there?
Yeah, I'm still on here. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. No, Mike, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, definitely. It's appreciated, man. And we've been on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, people are getting tired of watching us now.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I don't want to. I will say one last. Do you ever work on your knives, like have to tool them at all, or adjust them, or things like that?
I do. Where is my little? I have a little kit right here. I can't find it, but yeah, I do because I like to clean them out.
Yeah.
You know, you got to, if you, especially if you, I mean, if you're using it,
Yeah.
so for example, the Buck TRX, the Slim TRX Slim Pro.
Yeah.
That's a user. I use that a lot, and I take that apart, clean it out, and what I basically do is just I'll take it apart, I'll clean out the insides of it,
Yeah.
put it back together, oil it, keep them oiled, and it keeps it running nice and smooth. Especially if you're working with it a lot, an EDC, everyday knife that you're using all the time, because things get dirty, there gets crud in there and this and that. But I bought some. I like to use the and not just for the name at all, but Benchmade puts out a really good. It's a oil for they run real smooth. But yeah, I clean my knives out and just make sure they're doing all right. You got.
I've become a big fan of these Weehaw tools. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I got the drivers, and I actually got a whole toolbox full of tools down here, just 4 knives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the little bit set and stuff, but I like the Weehaw stuff. It's seems to work so far, and it don't round out your torque screws too bad. So
right. Is that the bit that the driver that what's his name there? Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. He does so many reviews. You said his name earlier too. Can't think of his name. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I clean out my knives and try to keep them, going.
Yeah.
Best you can.
Yeah, I love the Weehaw stuff, and that's what I use a lot of. And I got some old Craftsman tools that were handed down through the years and stuff. Were like real USA Craftsman stuff that I keep, that I keep the smaller stuff I use or whatever. But
yeah, actually, I have my bits right here.
Yeah, Jerbs is on here now.
Is Jerbs on there?
Oh yeah.
Has he been on? What's up, Jerbs?
No, I think he just came on, but I think he's also in a different. He's probably in a different time zone. I'd say he's Pacific West time or Pacific time. I don't know what it's called.
Hey, Jerbs.
Pacific Central. Shit, I'm stupid. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Benchmade driver set. Yeah.
Yeah, I got, and they're not expensive. I use this. I use the Benchmade oil over there, and yeah, that stuff works good. I mean, but whatever works for you.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, man? You think it was successful?
I think we had a good. Yeah, I think it was definitely successful, man. And I would love to get. Is Jersey still in the house too?
I think he is. He's probably drunk by now, but yeah. Yeah, that was a fantastic shout out he gave me. That was one. Yeah, Jersey's still on here. So, but yeah, Jersey, we'll I'll reach out to him and make sure that it's something he definitely wants to do, which I think he does. And then I'll explain kind of how it's done and shoot him the link, and that way he'll have it and he can just come on and we'll get on like we did today, 15 minutes early, make sure everything's looking good, and then we'll start the broadcast. You know.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, yeah, it really does. Thank you guys for sticking with us this long.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Another fun night. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, me too. I love doing this. You know, this is fun. We got what, 2 hours and 15 minutes right now. So
Yeah, yeah, and we've had like close to 20 people the entire. It went like a little below and a little above 20. So on average, I think we've had 20 people on here
yeah,
throughout the
yeah.
night. So
You know, thank you to everybody. Thank you to the guys that stuck to the end. To all of you. You know, and it was a fun time. I appreciate it.
Yep.
And you know, because you really got this up and running, man, and I appreciate it. You like scenes with this and that, and you know, so thank you.
Me and my son fist fought 3 times about it. So God damn it, Dad.
we'll definitely we're gonna we'll do more of these. You know that.
Yeah, we'll schedule them, and
Yep.
it'll be advertised on YouTube when the next one's coming out and stuff. That way, everyone will. I advertise this like crazy, so everyone will know, and we'll do shorts on it and whatnot. So we'll get Jersey a time scheduled, and then we'll let people know because what time we do it now may not be a good time for him next weekend. So we'll try to get with him on a time and a schedule, and we'll just kind of play it by ear. And when you guys see it on our community page, you guys know the New Jersey Knife God is coming on BigJ and Boston Blade Reviews live chat. So
100%.
Time. We'll probably have to have a radio hot button like the bleep about every 5 seconds. Yeah, because the F word will probably come out. You know, he'll probably get me going, and you'll start going, and it'll be a good time.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
it's fun. You know, we're definitely looking forward to that. Then RJ too. Is RJ's? I don't know. He's still in there.
Yeah. Oh, he's been here the whole night, I think, or when he hopped on. Yeah, since he hopped on.
I'll be on. I'll be with you tomorrow. I'll catch you with that one. And yeah, man, this is awesome. Keep
rocking. All right, man. Hey, well, I want to thank everybody. You guys have a great evening and a good weekend.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.